gentlemen, this is Darcy Ogandaga, CEO of Trillionaire Media and the Laws of the Internet. First of all, I want to wish you a Happy New Year 2013, and I want to wish you many blessings and make sure that every plan or idea that you have will be accomplished in your life this year. So today I really want to talk about, I believe this one for real this time, is my best video I ever produced. I know I produced 202 videos, 203, but this one is the best video ever. And I would like to thank you also for 200,000 views worldwide and packed in more than 150 countries. My wife and I, Danida, we just humbled by your support all for the last 2 years and everything you've been doing and all those countries. I want to thank personally First Post in India to put me on your front page. I'm so humbled by that, and I mean, it's just huge. Thank you again. So let's come back to the topic of today. I believe it's very crucial, especially for people who live in the United States and people who live outside the United States, to understand what I'm about to share with you today, to change your concept and your ideas on what can be done and what can or cannot be done. It's very important. I want for you in 2013 to erase the word impossible from your vocabulary. I don't want you to hear that, oh, I'm supposed to do that, it's not possible, or it's not possible, I cannot do it, oh my God, this thing's not possible, I cannot do it. No. Everything is possible. If you can think about something, I mean, God gives you that thought, and if you know how to use wisdom, you will be able to realize what you think about, especially if it's in line with what God wants you to do and wants this thing to happen on this earth. Of course, I don't say you think about something crazy and with no boundaries, that okay, I want to be in the moon in 2 hours. That's just like everything I think. No, in 2 hours you will not be in the moon. Okay, I'm talking about reason now. You need to think. Okay, so the topic today is so important. How America is being evangelized by their own message. How America is being evangelized by their own message. You see, including myself, a lot of people came to the United States because it was a country of innovation, a country where everything is possible, where that if you just can make it here, everything will be great and you will be able to do different things. And I have a book on that topic before you come to America. The book is available, you can go get it. I didn't start advertising yet, but that's the way I'm doing things. It was just a side note. But really, you need to understand that it used to be like that, and it still is today. People want to come to the United States because of the innovation spirit that they have, because of the great stories of Apples and Google and now Facebook and President Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey and on and on and on. So many people who overcome great obstacles in life and make it, and all that through the tools of media, and it's publicized, and somebody went from nothing to something. And this story really inspired people to come to the United States to make sure that they will have enough willpower to make their dream happen. But it's way more complicated than that. And today with technology, guess what? You don't even have to come to the United States. You can release your dream and accomplish your dream where you are. I know it's kind of tough for some people to listen to this. I just talked to a businesswoman who lives in Congo, and she's making things happen in Congo. Right now, the country is at war. She's making things happen in Congo right now, making business deals and stuff like that as we speak right now. And she's in Congo, in a country where more than 10 million people died from 1996 until now. So don't tell me what is not possible, especially people who are here in the United States somewhere, eating some nice food and warm clothes, watching me on their computer, on their cell phone, on their iPad somewhere. Everything is possible. So that's the question I ask you. But now I'm going to answer it. Our America is being evangelized by their own message. Yes. And what is the message? A message of hope. Now, America has been giving hope to the world for the last 50 years through media and now social media. But now everything we pour out start now to coming back in from the outside, not from the inside. And we talk, from different perspective. There's different example. I'm just going to use example that I've been observing. I know there's different example in different categories. But let me, just share 3 examples with you today, and it's enough for you to change your mindset, I hope, on that topic. So I will talk about 2 churches and 1 pop artist. I will talk about 2 churches and 1 pop artist who make it so big outside the United States that now they are hot commodity here in the United States. So the first person I want to talk about is Joseph Prince. Maybe you never heard about him. You might Google him and you will see on the screen I will put his picture and everything. But I will talk about Joseph Prince because in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, it was Billy Graham and Oral Roberts were preaching the gospel. I mean, like they're on television, on radio, worldwide, and people receive hope from those 2 great men of God, and their life were changed, and it was great. But all that was coming from America, and the rest of the world were watching them. Say, wow, they are just amazed by their charisma, by their the power of God in their life. Say, oh my God, it's so powerful. One day I will be able to do that, to be like them. But they couldn't imagine being like them from where they were at that time. They were thinking, I have to come to the United States, study them, or join their church, or do something, whatever, to be like them. But today, things are changed. It's 2013, guys. And Joseph Prince will just celebrate 5 years of TV ministry. Now is the most watched preacher on the earth right now. Is Joseph Prince with a message of grace, and he did it in 5 years. What took people 30, 40, 50 years to accomplish, he did it in 5 years. But you might ask yourself, how in the world he can do the same thing in 5 years? What took people 40, 50 years to do? That's what I was telling you before, is what we call now the growth of technology, and the ability for our mind to observe more knowledge than ever before. Through the power of social media, the access to information and different things. So that's why it's so crucial for you to understand how America being evangelized, because now the information is not exclusive no more. Google is accessible to everybody. Google is accessible to everybody. So you can be in Gabon, or you can be in Ghana or Nigeria, or you can be in China, you can be in Taiwan, you can be in Japan. Wherever you are in the world, you can have access to Google. Maybe not in China legally, but some people know how to trick it and they still have access to Google. Trust me on that. And so they have access to this wealth of information. Before it wasn't like that. Before you have to find a library, physical library somewhere, and you need to know what you're looking for. Today, you just Google a term and you got a ton of information presented to you. And that now is not only just for young people, it's for everybody. And even, preachers use that. People like Joseph Prince and his team, they study the power of media, what they're supposed to do, and how they're supposed to map their thing. They make sure that they have a 501(c)(3) status in America, so billionaires and millionaires who live in America can give a charity donation and be tax exempt, so they can receive bigger donation, because they know that the biggest donors live in the United States of America. So they study the system. It was just not like came from the smoke. It was a strategy well executed. It's not some people, I was talking to some people, and you receive an image of his church where I'm talking. People think that, oh, it just happened, oh my God, by the grace. Yes, it happened by the grace of research, the grace of execution, and the grace of study, your craft. And he studied, he said, okay, how I can penetrate the American market? It was the #1 market for gospel. And he did. He studied, executed, and he did it in less than 5 years. So what is your excuse if you live in the United States and you have a church not too far from my house and you're struggling to get people in your church? You have no excuse, man. If you live in America, you have no excuse to not reach Your personal goal. Everybody's not supposed to have a mega church, but your personal goal, and to be effective, you have no excuse. There's too much information on Google for you to be stressed out by praying about something and don't have result. Too much information. Too much information. Okay? And you need to understand that. You need to understand that. Then number two person I want to talk about is Bishop David Oyedepo, who's based in Lagos, Nigeria. And we got a church, a building with 50,000 people who can sit inside. And according to a Guinness Book record a few years ago, I need to check if it's still actual today, it was the biggest church in the world. And most people, when you talk to people, you think that the biggest church in the world is Joel Osteen Church. No, it's not Pastor Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen got a great church, a huge church, but it's not the biggest church in the world. And what I'm talking to you, I will show you the image, because I believe that if you're not exposed to something, you don't know. But when you're exposed to something, you just trigger something in your mind, and to say, you know what, I can do more. And that's what I want you to do. I can do more, I can think more. Think outside the box. So when you see what other people are doing, it motivates you to become a better person. Not to compare. You inspire by looking at what somebody is doing. Because everybody needs to stick with their own uniqueness. Okay? And number three, I want to talk about Game Master. I hope that if you haven't heard about this song but now, you need to go check him out now. So that's this dude who lives in South Korea, who released a pop song where a rhyme in Korean. The only thing that you can remember that he's saying is Game Master. And I studied the dude. He uploaded his video in July, mid-July 2012. Before New Year's Eve, he got 1 billion views on YouTube. He broke all the records on YouTube. He broke all the old record in 5 months. How in the world somebody in South Korea who never, just come out of nowhere, surpass Michael Jackson, Madonna, every superstar you can imagine, views on YouTube in 5 months. That's what I've been telling you guys. America is being evangelized by their own innovation message. Even if YouTube is based in the United States, 70% of YouTube viewers live outside the United States. I told you that before. 82% of Facebook users live outside the United States. The world is bigger outside the United States, and that's where the market is. And now, the market now producing their own people, and they're coming back, evangelize America. And I didn't want to get too technical. I want to be very simple, just for you to be conscious of the changes and what's happening, for you to wake up out of your sleep and pay attention to what's going on social media, on Google and all that, and make sure that you still be able to be effective as a business, as a church here in America, and seeing that now if you're being evangelized by the outside, what can you do on the inside? So it's very important, for you to understand that, because now before it was America was evangelizing everybody to become American, but now it's not American, it's a global culture. And social media now make that there's almost no difference between America and some of the countries, good and bad. If you go to Accra in Ghana, and you go to New York City and you see a young boy who's 15 or 16 years old going to a party, and you go to that party and you listen to what they listen to, you're going to see a lot of similarities. They're both listening to Lil Wayne, because when Lil Wayne dropped a song on YouTube from his cell phone in Accra, Ghana, or Gabon, Libreville, he can access the video right there. So there's no more barrier, no more time. Everything is instant. Everybody got access to the same information. This is a global culture. This is social media. This is the power of technology and media. That's it. So this is Darcy Ogandaga. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very simple. Those 3 examples, I believe, trigger something in you, so you can pay attention to technology right there on your computer and make sure that your business is relevant to the global culture being created today. Thank you.